Blessing Okoro Nkiruka, known popularly on social media as Blessing CEO, a Nigerian social media influencer, has been openly and duly exposed over the false claim that she is suffering from stage 4 breast cancer. Several days ago, this particular lady, Blessing CEO, came out and then announced to the general public that she's suffering from stage 4 breast cancer. In order to make everybody believe her story, Blessing CEO shaved off every single strand of hair on her head. So in the video in which she made the announcement, she said that she has lost all her hair due to the breast cancer. However, the public was quick to notice that people with cancer do not just lose their hair. They only lose their hair when they start undergoing the treatment, which chemotherapy is part. So if Blessing CEO is here seeking for the public support by donation in order to undergo chemotherapy, what could account for her hair loss? Also, Blessing CEO was immediately asked to reveal her medical report and diagnosis, indicating that truly she is suffering from stage 4 breast cancer.
I tried my best to warn you all. I tried my best. But you know, I was called names. So people called me wicked girl, and she's sick, one day to be you. Why are you so heartless? You are inhuman. You called me names. Now you see, I deserve an apology from Nigerians. Now, apologize to me. All owe me a serious apology before I go further, because I am so heartbroken and pissed. How could you doubt me?
This became an issue, a banter between Blessing CEO and the general public. Finally, a result was released, and according to people on social media, that result was from Blessing CEO. Later on, a young lady who has worked with Blessing CEO as a makeup artist came out to claim that that particular medical report that is being circulated on the internet by Blessing CEO as her diagnosis and medical report is something Blessing CEO has doctored, has forged, because originally it is for her. She has suffered from breast cancer, and as she worked with Blessing CEO was able to obtain that particular results and has doctored it and circulated it on the internet.
I am the very lady that Okoro Blessing Nkiruka, also known as Blessing CEO, doctored my results. Here is my story.
Guess what? As at a few days ago, the amount that Blessing CEO has received in donations was close to 13 million naira. According to people again, one particular man whose name is Oil Money alone had donated about 20 million naira. So if Blessing CEO is telling us she has only received 13 million naira in donations, what happened to Oil Money's 20 million naira donation? Blessing CEO at this point has been caught in her lies. However, she's trying so hard to prove that whatever story she is giving is true, to an extent that she was bold enough to go sit on Arise TV, a national television in Nigeria, where a medical doctor and a lawyer also came as panelists. Guess what? When Blessing CEO narrated the story of how she was diagnosed, the treatments she has gone through so far, the medical doctor at the TV station saw some inconsistencies in the story and narration of Blessing CEO. Every single evidence that Blessing CEO put forward has holes, and the medical doctor was able to point at the holes and the inconsistencies in the stories and evidence that were presented by Blessing CEO. Still, Blessing CEO was insisting that her story was true. Look at the video.
What was your process like? Tell us from when you discovered the lump, how the lump was discovered, what the doctor did to enable you know that it was now cancer.
Okay, thank you very much. The lump was discovered July last year, and people who are close to me, my inner circles, I think I spoke about it to them. So they asked me to do what is called a biopsy. So the biopsy takes about 2 to 3 weeks to come out.
Can you tell us the physical action that was taken to do this biopsy? What did they do to you?
I think there's a needle that is inserted to bring out, I don't know, maybe substance. You know,
so where was the needle inserted?
Right close
on
to
your
nipple.
On your right breast?
No, my left.
Or your left breast, okay.
On the nipple. So they brought out, I think, I don't know if it's substance they took for biopsy, maybe from the lump, I don't know. The medical you know. So they took it for biopsy. When the biopsy came out, it was not cancerous. As of July last year. So I think the biggest mistake I made, I told the doctor that I wasn't ready for the surgery, like to take out the lump. Can I, you know, go about my normal life? Then when I'm ready, he said, okay, fine, so long as it's not cancerous. Then as of January ending, I went back to the doctor and told him, okay, I was ready. He said, we have to now do a biopsy again, because the one we did was over barely 9 to 10 months. It was when we did the biopsy, January ending, that was when they found out that it was cancerous.
How did they find out? What did they do? They did another biopsy?
They did another biopsy, yes.
Okay, before we go any further, I want to play the video of the brother of the sister who apparently had the original report, and also the video where it was shown that you sent the report to the guy that was talking earlier on.
My first cousin, who is a lawyer in Abuja, that she doesn't even have cancer. This is how she makes her money. This is how she makes her money. But we will not depend on those things, because if we don't cry out to the world that this is happening, it will be us tomorrow, and we will be an accomplice, because it's my sister's medical report we are talking about here. So she called in that fateful day and told the lady, oh, I have a lump in my breast. I have this lump in my breast. My doctor said it's cancer. But the lady said, what are you talking about? She said it's on stage 4 already. And the lady said, you can't just say that. You need to go and take the lump out, send it for biopsy, then they will decide if it's cancerous or not. You can't just say, do you know what stage 4 is? Stage 4.
So I'm making this video majorly because of my fans. You know, people that love the Mario brand, people who don't want.
So let me first ask you, the guy in question, did you actually consult his sister and ask for her report?
Absolutely not.
The allegations true?
No, definitely not.
So do you know him personally?
No, I've not met him before. I just see him on social media just like the way we see.